Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are all fine. So in the yesterday's lecture, we have seen regarding the metamorphic rocks, okay, how they are formed, what are the subtypes for metamorphic rocks, how we have seen in detail some of the metamorphic rocks, how they are formed, how they are used, okay. So this is what means the entire portion for rock we have really ended up the explanation part. So in today's lecture we are going to see the second part of this chapter. What is that? Minerals. Okay, so first part it is complete, that is the rocks. So according to the chapter, now we are moving on forward for the explanation part of minerals. Okay, so what are minerals and how they are formed, how many types of minerals are there? Okay, so minerals, let us understand about the term what are minerals or what kind of substances are these minerals. Okay, so in the previous lecture when we were learning about the rocks, we came to understand that rocks are made of certain minerals. Okay, so mineral content is available in that rocks. Okay, so with that base, on that basis, let's get started for the explanation for minerals. Okay, so what are minerals? Okay, minerals are naturally occurring substances. They are naturally been occurred, okay, by the nature. Okay, it is naturally occurred substances. Okay, now each mineral has a chemical composition which is found in different rocks. Means, as we have already said, okay, we have already discussed that rock has certain minerals that are included, because without the presence of minerals the rocks cannot be formed. Okay, so we can say that each mineral has a chemical composition. Means minerals have been composed of the composition of certain, means chemical composition is what that takes place within. Okay, so there is a certain chemical composition which is found in different rocks. So each mineral, the minerals that are included in the rocks, so each of that mineral has a chemical composition. We can say it has a chemical composition which is found in each different rocks. Okay, now there are commonly found some type of minerals. Which are they? Means some commonly found minerals are gold, silver, coal, petroleum and copper. These are the certain commonly found minerals, okay, in the earth. Okay, so these are means, as we can say, gold is kind of a mineral, okay, silver is a kind of a mineral, coal is also mineral, petroleum is also mineral, and copper is also commonly found mineral on the earth. Okay, now let's discuss about the certain there are two types of minerals. Which are they? Okay, the first type of mineral is that we can call is metallic mineral. The second is non-metallic mineral. So there are two types of minerals. So we have to understand regarding what are metallic mineral as well as what are non-metallic minerals. So let's get started with the metallic, the first one, that is metallic mineral. So what is this metallic mineral? Okay, the minerals from which metals are obtained. Okay, so with the name only we can understand. Means metallic mineral. Metallic minerals means the minerals from which metals are obtained. Okay, that is known as metallic minerals. And okay, the rocks from which the metals are extracted are called ores. Now with that we have to understand one more point, that is that is ores. So what are ores? How the ores are obtained? Okay, so we can say the rocks, okay, from which the metals are obtained. How the metals are obtained? The metals are extracted from the extracted are called ores. Though the metals are extracted are called ores. Though there are certain amount of rocks from which the metals are extracted, or metals we can obtain certain metals. Okay, means metals are extracted are called known as ores. For example, we can say that aluminium. Aluminium is a kind of a metal which is obtained from the ore. The name of that ore is bauxite. Okay, so aluminium is a metal which is extracted from the bauxite. Okay, now second is iron. Iron is a metal which is, okay, iron is kind of a metal which is obtained from what? Hematite ore, which is obtained from hematite ore. These things you can see in the textbook also, whereby when you read it you will come to know, and these things you have to underline, okay, because it could be asked in fill-ups also. Okay, so aluminium metal is obtained from dash ore, so that like this kind of questions could be asked. Okay, so you have to underline that points while when you read the textbook. Okay, for example, aluminium is a kind of metal that is extracted from bauxite ore, and iron is kind of a metal which is extracted from the hematite ore. So these are kind of the metallic or kind of metallic minerals that we can see. Okay, now let's discuss about what are non-metallic minerals. Okay, so the minerals, see, the minerals that do not contain metal. So obviously metallic minerals means from which the metals are extracted, and non-metallic means from the name itself we come to know that non-metallic means from which metals are not obtained. Okay, so they do not contain the metal. Okay, that is known as non-metallic mineral. Okay, now what are some kind of examples of this non-metallic mineral are? They are gold, petroleum and phosphorus. These are the examples for non-metallic minerals. Means from the gold is a non-metallic, means from gold we cannot obtain metal. And petroleum, it is also a kind of a mineral from which metals are not obtained. And phosphorus, it is also kind of a metal, it is also kind of a mineral from which metals are not, which do not contain metals. So these are what the two types of minerals are. Once again we will discuss, once again we will revise what is that. What are minerals? So minerals are naturally occurring substances. They occur naturally, means from the nature itself these minerals are obtained, and it is a part of a rock. Okay, rock itself is being formed by the mineral particles. Okay, so each mineral has a chemical composition. So the rocks contain minerals, and that each minerals with the rock has, those minerals are do have certain chemical composition. They are composed of, or they are having mixture of certain chemicals, okay, which is found in different kind of rocks. So in this, by this we clearly come to know that rocks are minerals in which the rocks they have a chemical composition in which is found in different kind of rocks. Okay, so what are some commonly found minerals? What are they? So some commonly found minerals are gold. Gold is kind of a mineral. Silver is also a mineral. Gold, petroleum and copper. These are the kind of minerals that we can see. Okay, now we had discussed about the two types of minerals. Which are they? So the two types of minerals are that we can see as metallic minerals and also non-metallic minerals. So what are non-metallic? What are metallic minerals? The minerals from which the metals are obtained. So the name itself suggests, again I am explaining that the minerals from which the metals are obtained is known as metallic minerals, and the rocks from which metals are extracted. So some of the rocks are there from which the metals are extracted. So which are they? They are known as ores. Okay, from rocks, the rocks from which the metals are extracted are known as ores. So such rocks are known as ores. And for example, that see, aluminium is a metal which is extracted from bauxite ore, and iron is a metal which is extracted from hematite ore. So you have to underline this hematite ore with this special point in the textbook. Okay, that it is given in the third line of page number 36 for metallic minerals. Okay, as I told you to underline. Okay, you have to underline that those things because it is really it would help you at the time of examination, because it could be asked as a fill in the blanks also. So it would be easier for you to write the answer. Okay, so you have to underline this, that aluminium is kind of metal which is obtained from bauxite ore, and iron is kind of a metal which is obtained from the hematite ore. Okay, so this is what metallic mineral is. Now non-metallic means from the minerals that do not contain metal, that is known as non-metallic minerals. Okay, and which are certain examples for non-metallic minerals? They are gold and petroleum as well as phosphorus. Okay, they are kind of the examples for non-metallic minerals. Okay, so in today's lecture we had discussed about what are minerals, what are the types of minerals. Okay, so I hope that you have understood regarding what are minerals. Okay, and you have understood what are rocks, what are the types of rocks, how the rocks are formed, and in which way these rocks have been classified. Okay, these things we have seen. And also we have today we have discussed about what are minerals, how these minerals are occurred. Okay, and how many types of minerals are there, and we have explained, or I have really explained in detail, means what are metallic minerals as well as non-metallic minerals. So the today's portion for the class, that is a part for minerals. I hope that you have understood. And right now, up till now, we have completed the whole portion for what are rocks. Okay, and minerals. We have in today's lecture we had discussed about the minerals and the types of minerals. So please read this entire book. You have to read the textbook for page number 36. Okay, means in the 36 page number you can read for what are minerals. Okay, how they are formed, and these are the points I have explained in short. When you read it, you will understand that I had explained. Okay, and the metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, it is given in page number 36. Okay, that you have to read out. Okay, now in tomorrow's lecture we will discuss about what are coal and petroleum. We are going to discuss in deeply how this coal is formed and what are coals. Okay, and where this certain kind of places from where coals are located. Okay, and also we learn in deeper sense about petroleum. What is petroleum, how this petroleum is occurred, and which are the certain places from where we get the petroleum. And this coming lecture we are also going to discuss about the conservation, how these coals and petroleum can be conserved. Okay, so in this coming lecture we are going to see about the coal and petroleum, and with that would be the last topic of the chapter, and by this we'll complete the entire chapter. Then we will discuss about the book B, the question answers for the 3 of the topics. Okay, that is rock and minerals. Okay, and the conservation of rock and minerals. Okay, and you have to complete the notes that I am saying you. Which are the notes that I have given as a homework also, that you have to try to write down. And but later on, after the completion of the chapter, I will provide you the answers also. If you find the answers that you have written, if they match, then it is fine, and if you find some mistakes in the answers, you can rectify those when I give the answers in a PDF format. Okay, so you have to try to find out the answers. That's why I am saying you have to read the textbook thoroughly. You have to read the textbook after my explanation part. You have to read it twice or thrice, how much it's possible. So you will get an idea of what these things are. Then you have to go forward for the question answer part. That is, let us try. You have to try to find out the answers from the textbook. Otherwise, I will definitely help you out. I will be giving the question answers for you. Okay, and the book B also will be discussed, and in the coming lectures I will let you know about the worksheet also. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope that you have understood today's lecture, and do revise and study well. And that's all for today. Let's meet you in the next lecture. Okay, by that be safe and study well. God bless you. Bye.